their rebuild.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
For sure.
Now, joining us right now, here's a guy that was never part of a rebuild. What do you say about Jerry Reynolds? You can go do a 20-minute introduction. We'll just say the Sacramento Kings are not the Sacramento Kings without mentioning Jerry Reynolds, and you and I both love this man absolutely dearly. And he joins us right now as we say goodbye to ARCO Arena, ARCO 2, that is, this Saturday. Coach, good morning. It's Dave and Jason. How are you?
Well, great to be with you guys as always, and on my second cup of coffee, so I'm saying things are moving pretty well for me.
We're about to.
Not everything has moved yet, but
we're past the whole Jerry, you missed the job thing, but I do want to ask you, like, have you gotten used to yet not doing the games, not having the schedule, your body clock has to have over the years become way accustomed to the travel and the way the season is. Have you gotten used to that by now, not doing it?
Yes, I have actually. I think I got used to it about the second year I was doing just the pre and post game shows at home. Sure. And that kind of got me prepared for the retirement kind of thing for the most part. So yeah, I'm definitely the idea of actually getting on a plane and going anywhere is a thought I don't even want to have. I said I'm getting more like my dad all the time. We back in Orange County, Indiana, in French Lick, he used to say, he said, if it ain't in this county, I don't need it, and that's pretty much how I am right now.
Well, Jerry, we think about you and so many things you were involved with at ARCO Arena, finally saying goodbye to that old place. And I still say one of the great days was the last official game there when a lot of people came back. But when you think of ARCO, what are some of the couple of things that just jump right out to you as far as great memories?
Well, I think for me, I just really enjoy. I think of the having the office space in the ARCO 2. It's like something, because I spent a lot of years there, and I always remember the first year we were in the building. My office was right next to Bill Russell's, because Bill was the general manager at the time, and I always said it was so nice to have. Because basically we'd been in the same office together in Little ARCO, and I just about went deaf with his cackle. But even being next to him, I always remember the thing was pretty much soundproof, but it wasn't cackle proof. And so I always think of that. I mean, I had pretty much several different offices there, but that was I spent an awful lot of my life there. Basically as part of basketball operations and different things in that building before the practice center was built. And so think of that. And then, of course, all the basketball memories, but that's with various games or, games that, say, Grant and I did on the court, which was great. That was such a great atmosphere there, getting to be, really near a lot of the fans, and then, of course, the big game. So, just a lot of fun. The building, I always said, it certainly had its flaws, but once you're in there and you're sitting down and the game's going on, there's no better atmosphere ever for a basketball than that building, really, because it was built for basketball, and the old wood floors and amazing, and it was an amazing building, and that Greg Lukenbill was able to put up with zero help from the city or county or anything. I think that's kind of been forgotten a little bit.
Coach Jerry Reynolds with us. And I just want to pause for a second, because we all know your longtime relationship and how close you and Larry Bird are, as Larry, the second most famous person to come out of French Lick, Indiana. But just hearing you, just stop for a second, because when you think about Bill Russell and the Kings, it's almost like a joke. Like, he didn't have a lot of success here, and Bill wouldn't this and that. But hearing you just say that almost casually, I'm sitting here going, my God. Like, Jerry, I know you've crossed paths with so many basketball legends, but I'm just sitting here thinking, you could make 70 movies probably and write 80 books about the conversations you sat and had with Bill flipping Russell over the years. And I'm wondering if you still stop every once in a while, Jerry, and think, wow, I've got a pretty darn cool life.
Yeah, no, I do think about that a lot more now. Now that I've retired and certainly not part of it. Some of the experiences, like I say, I really, really enjoyed working with Bill. I mean, things didn't go well, as they're not now, that sort of thing.
Right.
But we developed a good relationship. Just listen to his stories about his years with the Celtics and his life and some of his experiences. I really treasure, and said some of the funny stuff that happened with Bill. You think about those things, and just getting to know, a lot of legends. The Bill Russells, and I always think back when I was in college and worked for the Hawks a little bit part-time, and when Pete Maravich was there, at the time, just like, wow, that's, looking back, that was pretty interesting.
Wow.
Well,
He was, so yeah, from a person that, just fell in love with the game as a kid back in French Lick, at the idea that you could actually spend your life and get to know your true heroes like Oscar Robertson and Jerry West, and they were my heroes early, and have relationships with them. Who'd have thunk it? It's just remarkable.
Well, I'm thinking about that, Jerry, too, with you and your success, your longevity, the different jobs you had, the different people you had to either work with or work for, whether that's ownership. Dave mentioned Bill Russell, but Jeff Petrie, the Monarchs, the Maloofs. There's just such a cross-section of different types of people, yet you always blended in and made it work. Has that always been something you've had to be able to, work with just about anybody?
I think if I have a strength, I always seem to be able to get along with people. I like people. I tried to look for their good points. It's like you and Jason. I mean, you obviously got thousands of flaws, but I find the good parts, so I can enjoy you. But I think that is, I think that has been true, and certainly really lucky to work with terrific. You mentioned Jeff Petrie, obviously just a brilliant man and good friend and quality person, but I mean it. It is. I think it is important, and for any of us to try to give everybody respect. The old thing. If you want respect, you got to give respect first. And I think a lot of young people get that backwards.
As we look forward to saying goodbye to ARCO this Saturday, and Jerry, you were such a huge part of the fabric of everything involving that building and the team itself. I know this question is probably like asking you to pick between kids, but your career could be divided in two, and really almost three, between coaching, front office work, and then broadcasting. I wonder, is there one that you look back on that you got the most out of? In other words, overall, did you have more fun and experience from the coaching and basketball end, or the broadcasting end in the second half of that career?
Oh, broadcasting by far.
Wow.
Oh, by far.
Wow.
The years broadcasting, especially, of course, when the team was really good.
Sure.
What a blast. And, that just made it, I was so lucky to get to do that. So that for sure. I mean, the other jobs, they have their good sides and bad sides, that's for sure. I probably, other than broadcasting, probably being an assistant coach was the job I enjoyed the most, because you got to be the good guy, and
right.
You didn't have to bench guys or chew guys out and stuff, or listen to their agents and stuff. So I like that. And of course, back in those days as an assistant coach, there's one or two assistants, not like 10 or 12 or whatever staffs are now. I don't know how you can keep track of them. But they all of them had the good points and bad points, but broadcasting for sure.
Well, that's Coach Jerry Reynolds, such a part of the fabric of this franchise, and obviously ARCO itself as we say goodbye to ARCO Arena this Saturday. Go ahead, Jerry.
I can't hear. I don't know who somebody was talking to me or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. We had a button turned off. I was just saying as we say goodbye to you for today, saying goodbye to ARCO this Saturday, such a part of the fabric, such a part of this franchise, and also we tend to get along with you too. You're all right in our book.
Well, thank you guys, and it will be fun. I'm going out there Saturday for a little while, and just say goodbye to the old barn, and I'll just kind of remember all the good times. I'm not going to worry about the bad times. There's plenty of them. Serves no purpose, and but it's been a big part of my life, and hopefully the old barn will go quietly and peacefully like I hope to someday.
Well, to see if you can wear those $300 pants you had to buy on the road there for old times.
Oh, no, they're still hanging up. They're in a special place, buddy.
You bronzed them probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
we'll see you
Jerry.
Saturday.
All right, see you guys.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. That's Coach Jerry Reynolds, the